is Vincent Valentine.
That's how he should have sounded.
Brutally tortured. I did what I could to save them.
Way cooler.
Cloud, do you know where I can get a phone? Where can I buy a phone?
That's the Vincent Valentine we should have got, okay? Not this depressed guy hiding in a box, trying to hide all his goodies, which is the Protomateria. All right, so we're doing another video on Vincent Valentine. All I really want to talk about today is a very specific piece of dialogue, and it is regarding the Protomateria. If you don't know what the Protomateria is, go play Dirge of Cerberus. If you want to be spoiled, stick around here. Spoiler warning. This is a spoiler warning. This is a spoiler warning. Hello there. This is a spoiler warning. Turn off now or forever hold your peace. Okay, if you haven't clicked off the video, that means you want to be spoiled. I'll put a spoiler alert. This is the spoiler alert. Be spoiled, warned now, okay? Essentially, Dr. Lucretia Crescent, aka Sephiroth's real mother,
Mama, I love you.
Not Genova, his real mother, was a very good doctor. Better than Hojo. Every doctor is better than Hojo. Dr. Hollander, Professor Gast, Dr. Lucretia Crescent is better than Hojo. Hojo sucks. Hojo steals everybody else's information. He's a friggin' worst scientist, second-rate scientist, and Sephiroth hates him. Everybody hates him. Rufus Shinra hates him. I hate him. Hojo is the devil, and he's being manipulated by Genova. That's the story. Okay, Vincent time. In Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, we get a very interesting piece of dialogue, and it happens right after we whoop freaking Vincent's butt when he's transformed into his Chaos last form, which is supposed to be this ultimate form that could defeat a weapon one-on-one. But somehow he loses the freaking gun arm, and Mako poison Cloud, and Aerith with her magic spells. No, maybe Tifa, because she got the ill boxing skills. Kickbox K1 champion, can't stop. But not everybody else. Anyways, after we defeat him, he goes into his slumber, his eternal punishment for the creation of Sephiroth or preventing the creation of Sephiroth or whatever they're gonna freaking hash out why he's in the friggin' box instead of actually being in the world and trying to make a difference and a change besides sulking in his freaking box. While Yuffie and Barrett are leaving the mansion of death, where I'm going to tell you a little secret at the end of the video, so you better keep watching. Okay, when Yuffie and Barrett are leaving the mansion, what you actually notice is, as Vincent's pulling the coffin to kind of go back to rest, you hear Yuffie and Barrett's dialogue. And this is part of the things I tell you they show us on purpose, because they did not have to show us this piece of dialogue. They did not have to add Vincent in this piece of dialogue. They did not have to add Yuffie and Barrett even talk about this, but they chose to, which means they want us to know, because if they didn't want us to know, it wouldn't be in the game, but they want us to know. And something Yuffie says on the way that they're climbing up the staircase, getting out of the freaking mansion, which good thing they add stairs this time, because in Crisis Core, when you just drag freaking Cloud out of there, it makes no sense because you go down on like a ladder. So how are we gonna climb up a ladder? It's a good thing they added stairs because now it actually makes sense, or an elevator, whatever they did this time. Back to the freaking story. Yuffie tells Barrett, do you think this place has a lot of valuable materia? Ding, 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 ding.
Think there might be top secret material hidden somewhere here?
That all you ever think about?
Well, excuse me for trying to be helpful.
Right as they show Vincent, because we know Dr. Lucretia Crescent put the Protomateria in freaking Vincent's chest, because even she knew Hojo was a freaking insane mad scientist. And she knew that if they were going to test on him, and because she had love for Vincent, and because she felt guilty about Grimoire being killed, his dad, or Dr. Valentine being killed when they were messing around with chaos magic, where they should not have been messing around with the chaos magic, but they did, and we're happy they did because we're able to get it through Vincent and freaking destroy Omega. But anyways, Yuffie is talking to Barrett, and she reveals that there's a very rare materia in the manor. Vincent closed the casket, clearly telling us who have played Dirge, Easter egg, it's in freaking Vincent. So why would they include that piece of dialogue? Why would they include Weiss and tell us that they're uploading him through the VR in the World Wide Web at the end of the first remake.
Will Shinra learn? There is no replicating you. They ought to know better.
Looking forward to this.
Why would they add the dialogue in Intergrade? Why would they add Nero that are all part of Dirge, not part of Final Fantasy VII Original? This is not Final Fantasy VII Original. This is not Final Fantasy VII Original. We need to get over that. If you're still here, I know you're super, uber, booper intelligent. Highest intellectual of the intellectuals. The masters of reason. The masters of logic. This is not Final Fantasy VII Original. This is more of a sequel from Crisis Core. It's more of a merging of Before Crisis, Crisis Core, Dirge of Cerberus into a new telling of the story. The core of this story is about cellular degradation, which is the exact same core of the story from Final Fantasy VII Before Crisis. I'm gonna show more examples because a lot of people seem to think that we're still on this like, oh, no, it's about Cloud. No. The main story now is about cellular degradation, Jenova's effects, the reunion, and everything towards that, which is from Crisis Core. It's not from Final Fantasy VII Original. In the original game, they don't even mention cellular degradation. Actually, think about that. In the original game, cellular degradation is not even in there. So these people who look at the ultimatums and tell you, oh, look, it says cellular degradation. They don't even understand the story. The story now is about cellular degradation. That's why we have brought in with cellular degradation.
When people say that the headaches aren't part of cellular degradation, they expose themselves as truthers, whom only follow the books. The game is ultimate canon and tells us very clearly through Broden that the headaches, dizziness are part of the degradation.
You know, headaches and dizziness. Probably my misspent youth. Paying the price for it now. Hindsight's 20/20.
Headaches and dizziness, huh? Anything else?
Sometimes I hear voices, I guess. It's just the degradation. Every soldier's gotta make their peace with it.
That's why we have the guy with the tattoo number 2 with cellular degradation. That's why we have Marco, that we actually found out is Marco from Ever Crisis, that Angeal found in the freaking lost village of wherever the hell they were in Wutai, north of Wutai, whatever. That's Marco. That's the same Marco. If you haven't made the connection, merge the timelines, there you go. Boom. I should make a video, Ever Crisis, a quick video. This should be it. Anyways, they're merging the stories to be one. Merging the timelines for everything to be one. The story is moving towards cellular degradation. It's not about Cloud psychosis as much as it was in the first game. It's not so much about Aerith's sacrifice and teaching Cloud how to forgive as it was in Advent Children and as it was that we see here in the Temple of Ancients, which he actually rejects. So it's about Broden, it's about the injured souls and the start, the black-robed men. It's about Sephiroth and his redemption, where he's gonna end up sacrificing himself to kill Jenova once they realize that she has her full power after the reunion, which is gonna be much more powerful than she was in the first game. She's the big bad behind everything. That's why she's in all the Ever Crisis stuff. That's why she's in the purple flames behind Hojo in the trailers. That's why she's in the purple smoke when Costa del Sol and they're bringing the black-robed men onto the beach. It's all Jenova. It's not Sephiroth. Jenova's controlling Sephiroth, manipulating Sephiroth. Sephiroth is a lonely boy who was always looking for his mother. Jenova is the key to the entire game, and it's because of Jenova's implantation through Hojo to get everybody infected with her embodiment, her cells that are gonna go reunite with her and make her an entire being. Then she's gonna wreak havoc on the world and do what her plan always is, the destroyer of worlds. So I hope I made that very clear to see how we get to Jenova. It's all Jenova. The only thing we kind of have to figure out is when we're gonna fight Weiss, when we're gonna fight Nero, how is that gonna work out? This is all gonna happen in Wutai? Are we gonna defeat Jenova, Sephiroth's sacrifice against Jenova, wake up out of the timeline, fight Weiss and them? I don't know exactly how. I have a bunch of ideas, but I have to kind of lay them out, make them very clear, because a lot of times people like to argue about silly things, and you're just not playing Final Fantasy VII R series correctly. I'm sorry.
What did he say?
You're not. You just want it to be something that it is not. Because Broden wouldn't talk about cellular degradation. Mildred wouldn't be talking about cellular degradation. The Marco, who's from Ever Crisis, who's cellular degraded, wouldn't be the cellular degraded guy. Dr. Shirin wouldn't be there saying, oh, I've been testing a whole bunch of blood and I'm finding this anomaly in the blood and I'm finding that it's cellular degradation, but it has an injection, it has an extra antidote of something else. Not an antidote, it has an extra piece of something else. Hey, Cloud, can I have some of your blood? No, you can't have my blood. It's cellular degradation. Roche, All soldiers suffer from cellular degradation. President Shinra, the main way that soldiers die is cellular degradation. Just accept it and stop making the game something that it's not, because that's the direction of the story, and that whole storyline is going to culminate because that's the story from Crisis Core. That's why I put so much weight on Zack not being dead. I know, disagree, agree, he's a summon, he's not. Zack's not dead, Zack's alive. I don't know how, he's alive. Is he gonna be there only temporarily? No, he's there forever because Zack is a freaking fan favorite. People love Zack. Zack's a great guy, always uplifting, always funny, always kind of being a hero, doing all the great stuff. Easy, marketable guy. Cloud, not marketable. Cloud, angry, sad, never smiling, grumpy. But we love Cloud too. Cloud's a cool guy, you know, from Advent Children and Dirge. He's cool when he changes his outfit. But anyways, I said a lot of stuff, and I really only want to talk about Vincent and the Protomateria and how they're merging the timelines from Dirge of Cerberus all the way over into Final Fantasy VII R series. And that's one of the main reasons how and why. And I want to add one clip because when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, I thought this was like the most hilarious thing about Vincent. It's when Cloud reveals that he cleared his consciousness and he's on the ship, he's on the Highwind, and he's in the meeting room, and they're wondering, and he spends the night with Tifa. Optional, not optional, whatever. Get back on the ship, and you realize that everybody's back. He's like, and the song's playing, like the good happy music. Ain't no getting off this train. All that stuff. And when Vincent shows up, he's like, Vincent, I didn't know that you would come. You're just so cool. And Vincent's just like, meh. And then he does a freaking backflip. And I thought that part was hilarious because it's like, yeah, that's what a cool guy would do. Vincent knows he's cool. Vincent knows he's cool. I didn't really dig the whole, I don't have no hair. So I never could work the emo look out. Vincent, in the darkness and the fresh red jacket, killing it. That's all we got today. Let's argue about it. I said a lot of stuff. Today we're arguing in the comments. I'm gonna be a keyboard warrior unless I still don't got no gamer tags for anybody who wants to challenge me. The challenge is out. Catch you on the next one. Merging the timelines, baby. We out.